The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man them are thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
Hello. What's up? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. What's up, everybody? Before we get started, let me say hello to everybody in the chat room. Hi, everybody. Hit the ITV and you can see Ron and I together. Let me introduce my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Good day, everybody.
Then we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
What's going on, fellas? Why do you look so red?
Yeah, it's too red, right?
Jimmy just screwed it up.
Now you made me change it.
Are you broadcasting from planet Mars?
We either look like we're dead and embalmed, or we look like we're lavender queens, or we look like we're firebird somethings.
Where's the auto adjust?
We never have nice skin, tan color.
This is what auto looks like. This is what auto looks like. That's how we should look.
Yeah, that's blue. Your color.
It's a little bright.
Chad, doesn't that look better?
I would add a little color and take away a little brightness.
Okay.
And take away a little blue, the little lavender.
Okay, hold on. Add a little color. So I got to take it off auto to do that, though.
Okay,
true. Take it off auto.
He told me to put it on auto.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Me?
What does he know? He's from Florida.
Wait a minute.
Hello.
I'm coming up there right now.
Anyway, we've got a chat room full of people. Hello, what's up, chat rooms? Hello, Irish Ginger from the Irish Ginger Show, Mondays at 3 o'clock on W4CY, and Iris is in the chat room. And we got great guests, and I'm going to fix this, so talk for a second.
I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words.
Tell everybody about your hand. You talk about it every week.
No, I don't talk about my hand anymore because my hand is on its way to heal. Okay, we may need another surgery, though, but we'll see. We'll know tomorrow. I took an MRI at 8 o'clock this morning because there may be some nerve damage, and the doctor wants to read it tomorrow at noon and determine whether or not he's going to operate for a second time.
Do you like that?
Why is it everything today is done twice? Years ago, everything was done once.
It's red.
For some reason today, don't you notice everything is done twice? You bring your car in to get fixed and you have to bring it back. I don't know what it's all about.
That's better.
That's better. We're pink, we're yellow. What gives a shit?
All right,
I don't give a fuck anymore. Stop making me curse. I get so disgusted on this show. I really hate this show.
Hey, D. Marie in the chat room. What's up? And Chad, how are you? What's the weather like in Florida?
Well, it's kind of cloudy. Not much of a breeze. Probably about 75 degrees. It's nice. Let's get.
That's nice.
Maybe a little hotter. Maybe 80.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here it's 50, which is weird because this time of year should be in the 30s and it's 50.
So that's nice.
Well, it's not nice. It's winter, and we're not ready for spring at winter time.
Yeah.
So you don't know what to wear. Everybody's getting flus and colds. It's the usual Northeast garbage. I cannot wait to get out of the Northeast. I'm native here. I was born and raised most of my life in Brooklyn and Astoria, Queens. And now I just can't deal with it anymore. I think as you grow older, your body changes from the temperatures that you had when you were young. When I was young, I never knew there was such a thing as weather. I went out in the rain, the cold, the snow, the hot, the humid, and I played with my friends. Who cared about weather? But when you get old, all you do in the morning is put on the TV to say, let's see what weather we have. Is it arthritic weather? Is it rheumatoid weather? Or what kind of weather is it? Is it going to affect my breathing? Is it going to affect my peeing? All kinds of garbage happens. That's why you have to live in an all one climate place, like Palm Springs, where it's 190 degrees every day, and you just know you go out and you become a Krispy Kreme cracker.
It can get cold in the desert. I remember that when I used to visit
does
my
get
father.
Cold. I'm just being smart ass. No, it does. Like right now, the weather is magnificent in the desert.
And it can get hot, too.
You can have an 80-day, sunny, dry, and at night you can have a 35 where you wear a coat But what I really love about the desert is when I lived there, I had a pool in my house, a swimming pool. And I would be in the swimming pool, and I'd look up the mountain that was right behind my house.
Oh, cool.
And there was snow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So if we wanted, we could drive an hour up to...
we have snow now, though.
Wait a minute. Where did we used to drive up to? I forgot the name of the place. Where you came...
Idlewild.
Idlewild. And we would be in Idlewild in snow. You know, with snow tires. I mean, chains on our tires. And then come down and go swimming in the pool, which is hot. So that's the beauty of Western California. Eastern California, got it right. You can have everything. California offers everything that you want, except affordable housing
Right.
and safe streets. You know, the criminals out there are notorious.
It's okay. We have a great show, you guys, today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have Russell Hodgkinson coming on. You guys know him as Doc from Z Nation. The awesome like zombie show on Sci-Fi, on the Sci-Fi channel. And then we've got Lati Grobman and Christa Campbell coming on. Christa Campbell was a guest many years ago, and now she's a Academy Award nominated producer.
Well, we'll get
Should be
all
fun.
the dirt from her. So finally, excuse me, we went to the movie. Finally we went to the movies, but finally I found a film that I thoroughly loved, and I wanted more of. And it was done beautifully. The photography, the acting, the scenery, the costumes, everything was an A1. But I don't remember the name of the film.
The name of the film was Live by Night. It stars and written by Ben Affleck, based on a best-selling book. And the movie, I went online, and I think the movie got panned. Nobody liked it, but we did.
I can't believe the world today. They pick some piece of shit like La La Land that is so stupid and retarded. La La Land looks like a high school production. And when you see it, you will agree. It's a high school production. Neither one could dance, and how dare they do Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers numbers. Young kids will think it's great because they don't know any better. But we people who have been around the days of Fred and Ginger and Gene Kelly and all the great dancers, we know dancing, and we know choreography, and we know musicals. This musical stinks, La La Land, and yet it got bravos from everywhere. Now,
more Golden Globes than any film in history.
I know that. I mean, the world has gone mad. I mean, everything is wrong today. Nothing is right. Nothing has been selected that should have been selected. Everything is negative. Anyway, on a positive side, the film I'm talking about was really good. It was better than The Untouchables. It was a fabulous story about story about the mafia of the 1920s and what went on and what happened, and it was really well done. And the excitement and the gun shooting and the car chasing, which I never I liked in this film. I would give this film a definitely go see. It's an enjoyable film. 2 hours, 15 minutes seem like a second, whereas most films I go to see, I fall asleep on, or I just walk around the lobby, or I just sit there bored to death. Because it's the same crap. Zombies, I'm done with zombies. I'm done with all that nonsense. I'm done with arms falling off and heads blowing up. I want story. And like Jimmy said, this movie had a beginning, a middle, and an ending, which is a story. That's how writers used to write years ago.
It was really good, everybody. I liked it a lot.
I don't know why they panned it. They panned it probably because Affleck voted for Trump.
No, he didn't vote for Trump.
I don't know. Maybe he did, and they found out, and that's why they panned his
film. They don't like Ben. A lot of people don't like him.
Well, obviously,
a lot
because
of people
the
said
film,
they didn't like
the
him.
film was very good.
It has Zoe Saldana in it. She's fabulous. It has
Well, you know, people are shallow today. Most people, they don't go beyond the actor. If you don't like an actor for his personal life, like now they're all picking on Angelina Jolie as the witch and the crazy lady, which, you know, most women in a divorce are crazy. And it's part of being a woman. You know, they now feel no longer sheltered or needed or wanted or desired. And it's a traumatic time for women. So you have to not judge the actor's personal life, like Meryl Streep. I don't care for her anymore after she went political at a function that has no politics at all. She's not supposed to do that. I remember when Marlon Brando sent the Indian chick up to deny the award because of the Indians, whatever his cause was, and Hollywood turned on Marlon Brando and went crazy. They were screaming, you don't bring politics into the Academy Awards, you don't do that, it's horrible, it ruins the evening, it separates the audience, all that jazz. But Meryl Streep, she got wonderful, fabulous, a trooper. Fuck her. I mean, I'm sick of her anyway, the old bitch. She should really leave the movie business. And she thinks she's Betty Davis. She always carries on how she thinks she's Betty Davis. She couldn't kiss Betty Davis's ass, let me tell you.
Anyway,
so much for you Meryl Streep fans. Kill me. I don't care.
So going on with the whole thing, La La Land isn't as bad as he said. If you like
stupidity,
if you like those movies, it has a few moments. Half the film isn't all that great, but half of it is really, really good. And so
it's an old story they took. It's been done 1,000 times. It was a corny.
Everything is an old story.
No, but this was a corny story. It wasn't.
Young people are going to like it. I think you guys will like it. It's pretty.
It's a predictable. Boy meets girl. Boy falls in love with girl. Boy has a problem with girl. In the end, boy and girl dance off into the clouds happily. I mean, really. Anyway, go see it. Judge yourself. I don't know it all. I just know what I feel.
Let's do a little commercial. Thanks. You can hear us on W4CY Radio every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. with the fabulous Chad Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
You can also hear us on Monster FM Radio in New York, Hamilton Radio in New Jersey, K4HD Radio in L.A., Jackalope Radio in St. Louis, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, Audio Boom, Podomatic, Apple TV, Spreaker, and on television on Roku, on the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell Roku channel, Vimeo, and YouTube.
Wow.
All right, everybody, so let's do a music video while we're trying to work out our little technical difficulty. We'll start off with Niall Sexton. He was a guest on the show a couple weeks ago. He's from the UK. This is his cover of Nicole Scherzinger's Run. So here it is, Run by Niall Sexton. Somebody else sneezing but us.
Here's some advice for the next one. Don't let them lead you to the dark. Don't tell them all your secrets. They'll leave you with a broken heart. They'll try and tell you that they want you, just to keep you on the line. And right when you're about to move on, he pulls you back, and every time gives advice for the next one. Run, run, run. Here's advice for the next one. Run, run, run. Darling, I know that you're just like me. You give your love up way too fast, but once it's gone forever. There's no coming back from that. He's got that perfect thing about him. He'll make you think that you come first, but you'll get lost in the challenge of trying not to get hurt. Here's advice for the next one. Run, run, run. Here's advice for the next one. Run, run, run. Don't even search for that four-letter word. You'll never get it out. You'll try and try and try, but he'll just shut you down. Don't wanna say I told you so, so please go now. Here's advice for the next one. Run, run, run. Here's advice for the next one. Run, 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 run.
There you go.
There we go.
Here we go.
Hang on.
Woo! Nice.
Hey, all right, everybody, that's Niall Sexton. The name of the song is Run. Now,
We're going to let you in on how we do the tricks of Hollywood.
here we go, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star. First of all, Russell, how do I pronounce your last name correctly? Hodgkinson?
Hodgkinson, very good. Yeah.
Oh,
just like that.
Like the disease. How
wow.
sad.
No, that's Hodgkins.
Well, not quite.
Oh, Hodgkin.
Ron, quite.
Right. Hodgkins without the sun.
Right.
All right.
Kin to the son of the disease.
Right.
There we go. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the fabulously talented superstar of Z Nation, Mr. Russell Hodgkinson. Hello and welcome to the show.
Oh, hey, thank you, Jimmy, Ron. Thanks, guys.
So you already know him, so I don't have to introduce him, but I'll introduce him anyway.
Yeah.
He's our cool, outrageous man about town, Ron Russell.
Hey, how
You
are
guys
you,
are looking
Russ?
very dapper, very handsome.
Thank you.
Well, you too. It's going to be a good show. I asked the question off the air. I'm going to ask it now. Is the beard and the hair for a part, or is this what you look like in your streetwear?
It's my look for Z Nation. As you know, we've got picked up for a 4th season, and so we'll be going back to shoot season 4.
So
I
you stay.
just kind of want to keep.
You
looking
stay in
to see.
character. You stay in character even when you're off, when you're not shooting.
Well, I do the Comic-Cons all over the country, and so I think the fans want to see,
Right.
I don't know. It's just as easy to keep it as it is to cut it. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So let's hold on. Let's introduce you to.
Wait, one more thing. We will see you in San Diego, I believe, or LA for the next Comic-Con. The big one.
I hope
What's the
so.
big?
San Diego.
San Diego. We're going to go because we'll be living in Palm Springs, so we're going down there. So we'll be able to meet you in person.
well, hopefully,
It will be fun.
we have to be invited, and that's
Yeah, they have
one
to be
I don't know
invited.
that we've been invited to yet.
We're going to work on making Z Nation the bigger of the zombie shows, and that way
This way you'll definitely.
that way you'll get there.
Definitely.
Well,
We just. I
we're
want
definitely the redheaded stepchildren of the zombie apocalypse at the moment.
We're going to talk
So-
about that too in 1 minute. First, let me introduce you to the rest of the team because we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, Russell, welcome to the
Chad.
show. Welcome, brother.
And then we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, Z-Whackers, how's it
There
going?
you go.
we just did a fabulous affair this weekend. It's called the Macabre Film Festival.
Macabre Fair Film
Fair-
Festival.
Fair Film Festival, and Jimmy and I were presenters. I presented for 2 things: the hi-fi movie, and I forgot the other one. And Jimmy,
I did Best Actress and Best Soundtrack or
right?
something.
And these movies are incredible. They're all what do you call them? Horror movies? I hate
Yeah.
to use that word, horror movies. They're all fun, scary movies.
Wait, Russell, how do you say horror?
Horror.
Horror. See, he's
Horrible.
like,
No,
Horror?
he says it correctly, like me. Horror.
I just say scary movies.
No,
yeah, that's better. That works. I like that. That works. Scary movies.
Jimmy's from Florida, and we had a female guest on.
He's
one
from
day.
Florida, too.
Wait a second, and he said
Yeah.
to her, "How long have you been a whore in the movies?" And she said, "I've never been a whore in movies."
Well,
I'm not
that's
good
not
with the
what
whole
I've heard,
horror.
Ron.
So
Yeah.
that's how Jimmy pronounces horror, whore. And he affects. Actually, a lot of women give him his phone number, but. Oh, kidding.
No, hold on. Let's talk about you a little bit, and then we'll go into Z Nation. So first of all, because I'm from South Florida, I was born in Miami. I was actually born in Kendall. I grew up in West Palm Beach. I went to high school in Jacksonville, college in Gainesville, and then I lived in Fort Lauderdale and Boca as an adult. And you were born at the Homestead Air Force Base.
I was born on Homestead Air Force Base in a hospital that I don't believe is there anymore. I tried to get my birth certificate, and the hospital's not even there. I wanted to get the time that I was born. For some reason, they didn't put the time on my birth certificate at the Air Force Base.
Well, why don't you?
I can never get a really good astrological reading.
Well, why don't you
Because I don't know
call?
what time I was born.
Listen.
Isn't that crazy?
Why don't you call Obama and ask him how he got his birth certificate?
Yeah, right.
So hold on. Then you grew up in St. Petersburg.
I grew up in St. Petersburg. Yeah, St. Petersburg, Florida.
So
I like
Newly
St.
wed
Pete.
and then nearly dead.
I lived in Florida for 48 years. We moved here about 4 years ago, and normally every winter we go to Florida, but we didn't this year. And now we're looking
Now, where
to
are
move.
you?
We're in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
God-forsaken Pennsylvania, in the farms.
Actually, no. Where are you? You don't, because you don't live in L.A. now, right? Where do you live now?
Well, I live in Seattle, but I'm going to be kind of dividing my time between Seattle and Los Angeles during the off season because we shoot Z Nation in Spokane, Washington.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah.
So, did you ever see Kim Novak walking around town?
No, I
Well,
never have.
she's from there, and she's very, very open. I understand. She's just like an ordinary person now, no longer a great movie star. I love Kim Novak. I want to get her on the show.
Just so you know a little bit about us, like Ron used to host a show called Set the Record Straight, where he would like interview all the legends of Hollywood, and he was best friends with Jane Russell, and he interviewed like Tab Hunter and
all the old bands,
Lauren Bacall, and all those kind of people,
Cliff Robertson, all of the people from my gender.
And I got into all
actually
this.
Not. They're older than I was a kid. Seriously.
Yeah.
They were all much older. They're in their 80s and 90s. I'm only 76. I'm young. They're old.
That's right. And then I was a celebrity clothing designer and used to dress all the horror movie icons, and that's kind of how I got into all this in the first place.
So we're pretty know-y about a lot of shit. Anyway, so now I want to ask you a few questions. What day did you wake up and say, I think I'm going to pursue acting because I have a thing that I feel that I could be a superstar one day?
Well, I never ever thought that, but well, I was kind of an acting geek in high school, theater. You know, I did all the plays all through high school. I was like the president of the Thespian Society and all that. But then my girlfriend got pregnant, and so I kind of pissed away my scholarship. I had a scholarship, a theater arts scholarship. And so instead of doing that, I joined the Army. But I got divorced pretty quickly thereafter. You know, we were like 17 when we got married. Right. And I soon found that on the military base I was at, the Fort Bragg military base, there was a playhouse. And so I auditioned for a play at the Fort Bragg Playhouse, and I got cast in a little play. And then I just started doing one show after another. And the artistic director there sort of became my mentor and really suggested that I pursue, you know, a career as an actor.
You did a lot of theater.
Yeah, for me it was always theater. I never ever thought about television or film really until
theater makes for a great actor. We all know that.
Well,
I mean, people with theater background are far better actors than these kids they pick up at a high school dance and they make into a movie star.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's just great training, I think.
Theater is it because it's live. You're there. If you fuck up, you're the one that's in trouble. You can't blame it on the cameraman.
Like, you know, there's
nothing.
no.
I've done theater. Yeah. I can no longer do theater because I was offered a wonderful role in Florida, and the show was going to New York. It was called Neil's Garden, about two gay men, and one was an interior decorator, visiting his partner who was going to commit suicide that night because he had AIDS. It was a wonderful script. It was fabulous. It was a two-man play, and I was playing the weirdo, decorator. And I was gone. There was no way I could carry it. I couldn't remember it no matter what we did. When you get to a certain age, the lines just don't stay. What about you? Are you having
so far,
any trouble?
so good. So far, so good.
That's good.
My wife is an actress, or was an actress, and she kind of quit for that very reason. She just felt like she was having a difficult time.
Jane Russell, the same thing. Jane Russell was offered a wonderful role on Dynasty. And Jane said, I can't remember lines. And I said to Jane, listen, you wear hearing aids. Your wig covers it. They'll plug in and they'll read you the lines. And she
that would be just terrifying.
She looked at me with such disgust in her face. And she said, oh, Ron, really?
I can't imagine. That would so take you out of the moment, to have somebody
exactly. It would interrupt you. You wouldn't hit your marks. You trip on your own feet.
So you did a ton of theater, and I see that you won 3 years in a row Best Supporting Actor in a Musical. Does that mean you can sing?
Yeah, sure.
I love that.
Obviously.
I love musicals. It doesn't mean
I was never, I was never like the pretty singer. I was like the character singer.
That's okay. So you could be like the singing about drinking and getting laid.
Like Alfie Doolittle and My Fair Lady.
And also, once you come from the theater.
The way I always got involved in musicals was with, I have comedic ability. So they always want funny character actors. And then they cast the rest of them with the really pretty voices.
Right. But when you sing in theater, you learn a certain voice that you can use and you could bluff your way through anything. And it's only theater taught. You can't learn it on film.
You sell it. You sell it.
Exactly. I mean, look at Lauren Bacall. She was on Broadway, and Betty couldn't sing a note. And we would talk about it. I said, but you got away with murder. She said, I'm Lauren Bacall. I can get away with anything. But if a young person of no known ever did that, they kick her right off the stage. Betty was Lauren was very, very honest about things like that.
You gotta love.
She's a good person. I loved her very much.
So then you started doing a bunch of TV appearances. I want to talk about Z Nation real quick, and then we go back and talk about some of the other stuff. Because now you're on Z Nation. Z Nation is on Sci-Fi. I don't even know when it airs because I watch it all on Netflix. So I don't know when it airs. But you've done 3 seasons. You play Doc. I'm still not quite caught up, but I'm almost. By the time 4 seasons ready, I'll be caught up, I'm sure. And Z Nation is like the stepchild zombie show or whatever, and we had Michael Welch on about 5 months ago probably. You remember Michael Welch? He's the one who met his girlfriend at the bedding store or whatever, his fiance at the bedding store. He's a really nice guy.
And I said, no better place to meet your fiance in the bedding store.
He was on the first season of Z Nation, and now you haven't been killed yet. You got all these seasons. You're like the lead dude. You're very, very like a funny zombie killer. Like you really are. You come across very, very funny, way out there and wild and different, and hasn't really been a character like you in any of these other shows, which is one reason probably I think that they like you so much, because you're so unique compared to any other type of zombie stuff that's out there.
Are you on the set now?
No.
No. I'm in the alley.
I thought you were at the studio.
Oh, no, he's in an alley.
Oh, just in an alley, okay.
With good light.
Better lighting than we have. We should shoot from that alley.
So how do you like being on Z Nation, first of all? Is it a lot of fun?
Well, anytime an actor can get a lead role on a television series, it's kind of a great thing. So
you better believe that.
Super grateful, really amazing crew, wonderful cast. We all get along really well. And so it's been pretty amazing. Yeah. I
think that Z Nation is way more like gross than Walking Dead. Like I think, except for now, Walking Dead season 7, it got like really violent, but like right off the bat, because like in season 1, I just finished season 1 last week, and so like in season 1, like when they had that guy who had the family and like they captured live people and then they cut them up alive and eat their body parts and stuff. I mean, that was amazing, like wild stuff that like you didn't really do. I can't
deal with that stuff.
And they didn't really do that, on The Walking Dead. And so like I thought that was like really cool. And then when you got stuck within the zombie in the elevator in the garbage shaft or whatever, and then you pull out a joint and you're like getting the zombie high and shit. That shit was some funny shit, dude.
Yeah, you're not going to see that on The Walking Dead, that's for sure.
But, being at the fair that we were this weekend, speaking to a lot of the producers and directors, they said that in the horror movies, they're going away from the blood and guts. They're starting now to develop stories which interest the people and then insert some horror, but not make it all about horror and insert some dialogue. That's what always kept the horror movies away from being great.
We're trying to put the fun back in the apocalypse, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
But you have to have story because people are starting to want story.
He doesn't watch Z Nation, just so you know.
No, I watch. Sorry, I'm sure you're a great actor. You're a great actor, and I'd love to see you in anything that was well written.
Actually, no. Z Nation is very well written.
It's still not for me.
He just can't stand the eating. Like the eating the people.
That stuff it gets me crazy.
I get it.
I absolutely love it. Before we've been together for 5 years, but before I met him, I was like the king of like indie horror, and so I used to hang out with all the horror movie stars and dress them and go to parties and stuff, and like I freaking like love it.
And I hung out with Betty Davis, so that's the difference. Do you know who Betty Davis?
Yes, it's fun getting to do the Comic-Cons because I get to meet a lot of those people as well.
Right, but I'm so happy that they're
Freddy Krueger's awesome.
I'm happy they're allowed. Well, Freddy Krueger, those movies, believe it or not, had a story. When it scared the hell out of you, there was a story there. Halloween had a story. Now some of these
they have a great story.
Yeah. So
the big difference between Z Nation and The Walking Dead is, we have a clear-cut mission. We've got a guy that's been bitten by a zombie. He didn't turn, so we know that he's got the antibodies. So we're trying to get him to California to create a vaccine, to the CDC labs to create a vaccine, save the world. So we've got a clear-cut mission. Where The Walking Dead is pretty much just about survival, I guess.
Right. Well, we have a few friends that are in The Walking Dead. What's his name?
Actually, we've had everybody
I
on the
can't think of
show.
his- what the
We had
hell-
Norman Reedus, Michael Rooker,
The good ones. And they said that
Ross Marquand.
and they said that as zombies, they would have liked to have had some kind of character development. I said, how do you have character development in a zombie? Maybe we could do that. Make a zombie into a whatever,
Actually, though, Z Nation does it, and I love DJ Qualls.
You know what? Yeah.
Like he's a really funny, cool actor. Actually, I think the cast is actually phenomenal, and I like to see. I went through the whole IMDb page to see, because they started out, they had a few names that were maybe more recognizable that started out, and then killed off or all gone, and it's left with
we can't afford the big stars.
That's right, but then you have this ragtag crew of people that everybody gets along and everybody looks like they work well together, and I think that the cast now. I'm at the beginning of season 3, so the cast is really gelling, and you actually feel for the characters and you like the characters, like when you were in the shoot and you were smoking dope with the zombie. I thought, and then they were gonna leave because they thought you were dead. I was like, oh my gosh, he better not be. I knew you weren't gonna be dead because I can read IMDb, but the fact that they were just gonna leave you there, I was all upset.
Well, they were going to give me mercy, and mercy is something that we only do on our show. We're not just killing zombies; we're giving them mercy. It's kind of a different thing. So they were going to give Doc mercy because I came out of the air shaft with all the zombie guts all over me and kind of staggering. So it kind of looked, for a minute there, it looked like I was a zombie. So they're like, "Oh no, you got to give him mercy." But then the first shot misses me, and they realize, and then I start saying, "Hey, what's going on? What are you trying to kill me?" And then they all start laughing, and it was really actually the first moment that the group had a genuine kind of moment of joy, and I thought it was a real nice, start to a great season.
The thing I wanted to say is, yes, getting a great star, getting a George Clooney on your show definitely would up your viewers. But let me say something. Well, wait a second. Wait. Let me finish my thought.
Okay,
You're gonna like my thought.
Great.
Get an actor like you, possibly, who is so great. People will watch for you. And the hell with George Clooney, because he's not a great actor. So there you go. Bottom line is, it's all about the performance.
I like to think so. That'd be great, yeah.
If the performance is great, people don't care about the star.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you like horror? I know you've done several horror movies, that you've been in several fun kind of horror movies and stuff like that, but is it something that you liked before you started acting in it? Did you watch horror?
Not really. I mean, old horror. I mean, I watched, Poltergeist and Jaws and Carrie and all those, but I was never really a fan of the zombie genre or anything particularly. Everybody thinks I am because I'm on a zombie show, but
right.
You're an actor, so you just take the jobs that come your way, and
absolutely.
And some of that stuff has just kind of come my way.
Oh, I love that.
I would do a zombie movie.
I would love it. I would love to be in a zombie movie. I just think
because it's acting.
Because it's my favorite thing, and because you guys' show is so much. In a lot of ways, I think it's a lot cooler than The Walking Dead. I mean, you guys as zombies can run. I mean, you guys as zombies are way more evil and stuff than The Walking Dead zombies are. They just walk, so you don't have to really worry about them. It's you guys as zombies have brains. Even at the very first episode, at the very beginning, they're hiding in the water, and then they get up and start running and stuff. I mean, you don't see that kind of stuff in zombie movie, and that struck me as oh my god, this is a really cool. I mean, yes, it's low budget, but it's a cool low budget, different kind of premise.
Hey, we're making the best of the little bit of funds that we have, and just trying to make the best show possible, and everybody's on board with it, and we just got the best of everybody, just a wonderful crew. And so you guys should just come out to Spokane this summer and be zombie extras. You guys could be the gay couple zombies.
Yeah,
that would be good. I could be a zombie in drag.
There you go.
I could anyway.
We say yes to all those crazy ideas. We're the show that says
in
yes.
1942, I believe it was, Bela Lugosi had a film called The Walk of the Zombies, and the zombies were black people. They made them close their eyelids, paint their eyelids white, and put a black dot in the middle. So they looked like their eyes were open wide, and they had them walking like zombies.
I saw that recently.
Well, they finally released those films again because the black protesters said we didn't want to be shown that way. Because in those days, black people only portrayed stupid, ignorant maids. Yes, I'm coming, sir. What you want, baby? You know, stupid people like that, which, of course, we know black people are not. And they protested. Now they've lifted the gates on that, and those zombie films are starting to come up on TCM. And they are horrible. They are corny. They are terrible. The acting is atrocious. Bela Lugosi should have been hung by his nuts. I mean, a terrible film. So I would have shelved them only because they were Z films, not even B films. But I think the zombie came from that writing because the early zombie movies were kind of scary but not gory. Why must they have heads ripped off and people eating people? It just goes a little bit, I think, beyond entertainment. It goes into some
Not
kind
for
of
me. I love it.
No, well, you're weird.
People love it.
Because there are weird people out there who have desire of cannibalism. So I don't know. It appeals to everybody. Kids like it because they get scared.
Well, you've also done some other stuff. We'll go off of Z Nation a little bit.
Yeah. Let's hear about the actor.
So he was in Big Fish when we had Joseph Cross on the show. That was more of like one of your earlier things, right? Big Fish?
Yeah, don't blink your eyes or you'll miss me in Big Fish.
That's okay. I mean, it was a star-studded film, and then
I've been in a few of those films too.
Then you did Fat. I didn't write down everything. I wrote down the things where I've actually seen him. Fat Kid Rules the World with Billy Campbell. He loves Billy Campbell because the Rocketeer. He loves the Rocketeer.
Is Billy Campbell? Is his father really?
That show was directed by Matthew Lillard, which was his directorial debut too. So that was fun.
Oh, I didn't know that. That Matthew Lillard from Scream.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard.
I love him. I love him. He's fabulous.
Is Billy Campbell's family really the major battery company?
I have no idea.
He's a multi-gazillionaire, you know. His parents owned the battery. I forgot the battery company. One of them, the big famous ones, huh?
Everready or Duracell? No, not
Duracell. One of those. Anyway, that's who his father was. So he keeps it very secret. He's a sweet guy. I've met him a couple of times, and he was really nice. You
had a role in 21 and Over with Miles Teller, who now is like A-list, like one of the biggest freaking stars on the planet, and Justin Chon, which I bring up Justin Chon just because I know him. I've dressed him once at a celebrity event. And somewhere before all of this, and I don't even know if this is true because I don't know if you wrote the trivia on your IMDb or somebody else did, but I have on here that you worked as a nanny in New York City for the two grandsons of Lucille Ball. Is that true?
True story, yes.
So that's Lucy's daughter. What's her name?
That's a bit of trivia, right?
Yeah. You have a good trivia sheet. Like everybody go to Russell Hodgkinson. Yeah, and go and look under the trivia on IMDb because like everybody else, nobody writes hardly anything, and you got like a whole page of really cool shit.
So that was Lucy Arnett.
Stuff, you know. So I've got a pretty unorthodox career I've had, and so that was definitely a cool moment.
Well, when you're an actor,
I was working for Lucy Arnaz, Lucy's daughter.
Right, Lucy Arnaz, and what's
her husband, Lawrence Luckenbill.
Huckenbuck, Bill, right?
That's cool, though. Right. Yeah, you don't hear about many male nannies.
Well, she has boys.
Does that mean
make
a difference?
Simon and Joe.
That's cool.
Most people don't want a man with their daughter in case the guy's a little weird.
They like the fact that I had just got out of the Army.
Right.
So I kind of talked to the kids like they're little soldiers and told them, get in there, soldier, and clean up that room. And so I was kind of kind of like their little drill sergeant.
Now they're grown men. Do you see them ever?
I don't. I'd love to run into them. That'd be fun.
Because they're grown men now.
How cool that would be that they're probably watching Z Nation going, that dude was my nanny.
Right. And Lucy Arnaz is watching saying, oh my God, what did we do? Look who we had as a nanny.
I know. Well, you know what a funny story is. I was touring a show, a theater play, and Lucy was staying at the same hotel. She was touring a musical with Anyway, she was doing a singing
Arnaz
tour.
Ball or Arnaz? Which Lucy?
Lucy Arnaz.
Okay.
And so the elevator door opens up, and it's her. And I said, Lucy. And she said, hello. And I says, it's Rusty. I used to babysit you. I babysat for you. And she thought I meant that I babysat her. And she says, I don't think so. And I said, no, I babysat Simon and Joe. She says, oh, my God, Rusty? Because I had long hair and beard.
Right.
So when I babysat for her, I was like 23. So
And clean cut without the beard. That's
You
funny.
couldn't have babysat for Lucy.
So then you got a film, Starleaf. And now is this film already out, Starleaf?
yeah, that's already out. And in fact, we're working on the sequel to Starleaf.
Okay, so here's the premise of this one. I wrote it down. Hikers find a secret grove of extraterrestrial marijuana and must fight for their lives when they anger the otherworldly forces protecting the plant. So aliens are protecting the marijuana.
Oh, kill me.
That sounds hilarious. Is it fun?
Hey,
It's a comedy.
It's right in my wheelhouse, you know.
Russell, it's a comedy.
Is it
Yeah.
a comedy?
Oh, thank
It's a
God.
comedy. It's very funny and
I'll
scary. It's
watch
a horror, sci-fi horror, you know.
I love
And
that.
the interesting thing about Starleaf is they're actually creating a strain of marijuana called Starleaf that will actually help bring awareness to the medicinal benefits of marijuana for soldiers with PTSD.
Oh, that's a good
So
reason.
it's a real
Good
medicinal
reason.
strain, which
I
is
love
very
that.
cool.
I like that also. That makes me happy.
And then you did a movie, You Can't Win. Now that I didn't see, but I just wrote it down.
That's not out yet.
That's not out yet. Okay.
That may never come out.
Oh, too bad. It's got Michael Pitt. He's like one of
know.
the most greatest actors on the planet.
He's pretty wonderful, and I don't know whatever happened. It just got shelved for some reason. I'll keep my fingers crossed because it's a pretty great story based on a book by Jack Black.
Did they
about
already
hobos
did they already finish filming it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna check
If
into
it's shelved, it has to be finished.
that. I know. I'm gonna go check that out though, because
it's-
I have distribution. I'm maybe contact and maybe I can get it.
Is that
I don't know.
that Pitt
I don't think it
Bradford
ever got
film?
finished.
No.
I mean, with the editing and all the other stuff you do. I mean, we shot it, but you know,
Okay.
there's so much else that goes
No,
on.
Michael
to, you know,
Michael
goes
Pitt
into
was
it.
in Boardwalk Empire, the show Boardwalk Empire, the blonde. He was in Murder by Numbers with Ryan Gosling and
Oh, I
Sandra
like
Bullock.
him. He's a good actor.
He was in that play. He was so great. I love that.
I know who he is now.
What was the play
yeah.
they turned into a movie? Do you know the musical Wicked? He sings Wicked Game or Wicked City.
Wiccan?
No. It's Oh, I can't think of that play where he plays like a rock star, a drag, like a
Hedwig? Hedwig in the end?
Hedwig and the Angry
Hedwig.
Inch. Yeah, which is like a great movie and great play.
Yeah.
And then I would just like. Did you get to meet Michael Pitt?
I did.
I would love to
Nice
meet
young
him.
man.
Oh, he's just really cool. Like
Well, we should get him on the show.
Yeah, it's hard to get. He doesn't have Twitter. He doesn't do social media. He doesn't do anything. He's kind of like he's got a band. I tried contacting him through his band, and then you got another movie, Simple Creature.
Yeah, Simple Creature. That was fun. That was fun. Another Seattle filmmaker. I tend to like the indie films, you know, just because these are sometimes the first-time filmmakers. It's their first film, and they're so enthusiastic, and and it's their baby, you know, and it's not like just another movie. It's
Absolutely.
and so it's really fun. It's a nice environment too, little indie films.
Now, how about if they offered you a role where you have to cut your hair, shave, and you have to play a very rich older man who's keeping Angelina Jolie? Would you turn it down?
I would not turn that down.
I didn't think so.
You got
But it's a good premise.
I'm actually in LA, and I've got a Los Angeles agent, so I'll be able to start auditioning for, pilot season and
other
bigger
things.
projects.
Yeah.
Because all the
you don't
films
wanna-
that
you don't
you
wanna-
mentioned, all the films that you mentioned were all things that I booked while I was living in Seattle.
Right.
So they're all little and we don't get a lot of work, but we'll get little indie films here and there, and once in a while a bigger film will come along, and you'll get a small part in a bigger film. But now I'm
LA is the place. There's no question about it. When I lived out in LA, all kinds of stuff came. My TV show was in LA. So that's why we're moving back, so we can get better stars, in-house stars, in a better studio, and make our show even
next
better.
time we want to have you on. We want to
have you on
come
live.
we want to have you come sit in the studio with us on a couch.
And you'll have coffee, and you'll be part of the show rather than Skyping in. I know so many. I'm in the business 58 years, so I know so many people in the biz. You know, we all were little kids together. I mean, like Christopher Walken. Chris lived up the road from me. My birthday cakes came from his mother's bakery, and little Chris Walken. I mean, today look where he is.
Now there's some trivia for your IMDb page.
I never wrote that. I should write all that crap, you know, because I have so many. No, I knew Ethel Merman. She came from not far from us. Went to school with, not my sister, I forgot who. Tony Bennett lived on Steinway Street. I was a hairdresser. I worked for his brother, John Bennett, and I used to see Tony all the time. So a lot of people came from Astoria, Queens, believe it or not. There's a big celebrity thing, because Astoria now is called the New Hollywood. I don't know why, because they're building studios there. And so many famous stars came from Astoria, Queens, which is 2 minutes out of Manhattan, so you know it.
So let's go to now you're on Z Nation. Let's say you could work with who's like your bucket list, like, oh my God, this is the male and female I want to like work with that I think would be the coolest thing ever. If you could work with anybody in Hollywood, whether we know them or not, who would you like to work with?
Oh gosh, that's just so hard to say. I'd love to do more comedy. So let me think.
You could play George Carlin if they did like a biography.
Yes, I could.
And that wouldn't be a bad film.
That would be a good film because George Carlin's awesome.
And he was wild and funny and crazy and great. So that's a great character to play. And it's only because of the beard and the hair. Other than that, you could look like anybody. You know, that's the giveaway. You look like, I'm sure, I'm trying to picture you. Jimmy, do you have any pictures we could pull up of him without the beard and the hair?
No, I don't, because I lost.
You don't have any pictures of you cleaned up?
No, I don't have any pictures.
No, I'm talking to Russell.
How's he going to show?
Sure, of course.
Chad, I can't even get into the chat room, so I can't tell
No, I'd
you.
like to see what he looks like cleaned
I
up.
can look. Hold on, I might be able to look. Let me see if
I think everybody out there would like to know. You know, beards and hair make everybody look like Santa Claus. So that's why the police department now is starting to do this thing about gentlemen, shave again. Because we cannot tell the terrorists or the evil people from the good people, because everybody looks alike. You're all in hair.
Well, then who's going to play the cowboys, the drunks, and the rednecks, and the bikers?
You're good looking, Russell. You're good looking. Oh, yeah, Russell. Look at you. Give me that. Can we put that up so the girls could swoon?
Well, Chad might be putting
Russell,
it up.
You're really a handsome-looking guy. Look at
I
you
like
there.
the beard, so like
No, I don't. I like him here with the little goatee and the mustache. This is can you see the picture, Russell?
You can't see that.
You look
I
good.
remember that.
There you could work with Angelina
You can work
Jolie.
with her as Angie now too.
No, I couldn't see Angie kissing a bearded man.
Oh, she's not going to kiss him, but
The role I had was older man keeping a younger girl. Meaning he was going to keep Angie, which meant love scenes. Naked love scenes.
If he's got
in
that
bed.
much money to keep Angelina Jolie, it doesn't matter what he looks like.
No, but when he's handsome like that, you could say, okay, maybe they'll fall in love. But when he looks like Santa Claus,
I love it. I love it. I
No,
think
he looks great for his part. But you know what? He doesn't want to be typecast. He doesn't want to be put in a box.
Yeah, he does.
So if he shaves all that crap off and looks as handsome as that, he'll get many roles as all kinds of people.
Then I'll be like everybody else in LA. See, who's
That's
gonna
right.
be
Well, you know what? Being like everybody else.
No, I agree with you, Russell. I'd stay looking like that.
No,
Like,
but
it's
I got to
fabulous.
tell you right now, everybody in Hollywood now looks like you. They all have beards. Every single
They do?
one of them. Well, let's go. Gosling has a beard. Bradley has a beard. They all have beards. Everybody.
But they don't look like him, though.
No. But they all are covered in hair.
Jake Gyllenhaal had a beard at the Golden
Everybody's
Globes.
got a beard now. I'm so sick of looking at. Even Jimmy has a beard. Years ago,
Even me.
years ago we had Rock Hudson, Tony Curtis. We had beautiful men that made movies exciting and glamorous. Now these guys that are bearded and the way they dress, they look like the jerk across the street tuning his engine in his garage. That's not Hollywood. That's not glamour. We want Cary Grant again. We want to.
Good Lord.
Well,
Ron, wake up, man. Wake up.
I can't wake up. I can't. I can't. You know who's Cary Grant today? Clooney.
Who?
George Clooney.
Okay.
He
Okay.
acts like Cary. He looks like Cary. He dresses like Cary. I think George Clooney is probably one of the most glamorous Hollywood male leading stars, and he's a great actor as well. So I would like to bring back, and also Robert Osborne. We've spoken about it, and he said he would like to see a little bit of the old Hollywood back again. It wouldn't be terrible. And I think La La Land is trying to do that, but they really didn't do it quite the right way. But remember, Marlene Dietrich, Mr. Blackwell, my good friend's lover, Robert, was a hairdresser, and he did Marlene Dietrich's hair one day up at Saks in Beverly Hills. And he said he almost shit himself. He couldn't deal with touching her, being near her. He was shaking. He was terrified of her because it was Marlene Dietrich. He was shaking. He was just a wreck. Today, the actresses go in, they share the sandwich with the hairdresser. They don't care.
I like that.
That sort of glamour is gone. The fear of the star glamour is gone.
That's kind of great, isn't it, though?
I think it is.
No.
You got
to remember, though, he's old school.
Why do we want to put these people on pedestals?
Because I was a little boy. I was a little boy in the Second World War, and I saw a newsreel film of our men being killed by the Japanese and the Nazis. I lived through a terrible time when we didn't have gasoline, when we didn't have cars, when we couldn't have rubber tires. I lived through a time when we went without heat in the winter because we couldn't get fuel, because everything went to the war. All I had was the Strand movie theater, and I would go there for 15 cents. And there I was in a mansion where people had hot water, beautiful bathtubs. Women looked gorgeous. They were elegant. Men were dressed beautifully. The cars were fantastic. And it kept my spirits high because I said, that's what I want to do one day. That's what I want to be one day. I want to be rich. I want to be famous. It gave us an incentive because the world around us was all gloom and sadness because the Second World War was horrible. If you think the wars that followed were bad, no. The Second World War was the worst war I have ever experienced, and I've experienced many wars. So Hollywood takes our minds off of things. We don't want to go there and see what we have next door. This is of interest to some people, not all, but some people.
But I love Hollywood the way it is now.
No, many of our listeners agree. They say, I go to the movies to be entertained, not to be shown what's in everyday world. You know what I mean? They don't want to see reality in such reality. We go there for fantasy. When we watch zombies, we know zombies don't exist. So we go there because it's fantasy. It takes us away from...
I hope they don't ever exist.
Takes us away from the separation we have become in this country.
We saw a good movie the other day that we would recommend, even though it got panned by people. They didn't like it because I was on Twitter looking at it. But we saw the new Ben Affleck movie, Live by Night. It's about the mafia in the 20s and 30s, the Italian and the Irish mafia. It was very well shot, very well acted. It was like really, really good. And we came out of it thinking, oh my God, this is like a really good movie. And I thought everybody's going to love this movie. And then I went on Twitter and like it's just totally getting panned and like nobody likes it. Every tweet about it is like it's the worst movie like on the planet.
And it's really not, because
so it's all subjective, I guess.
It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, which every film should have, and most don't. It was well acted by Ben and the cast. It was beautifully shot. The cinematography was just wonderful. It was a class act movie. It was a movie that could have gotten away with it in the 50s. It wasn't, and it had violence. It had a lot of shooting of people, killing, blowing up. But it was done well, and it was, let's say, good taste. Unfortunately, we have audiences today that have very, very attention spans. Their attention span is not much. They're on their Twitters all day. They're on their cell phones.
I'm one of those people. I'm on Twitter all day.
And they disconnect from the world. They don't know how to speak on telephone.
So you guys listen up. Hold on, because we're going to run out of time. So first of all, you guys, this is Russell Hodgkinson. He plays Doc on Sci-Fi's Z Nation. He's also, if you go on his IMDb, he's got tons and tons of credits, and I'm sure that you're going to have tons and tons of more. Do you have anything else like coming up that we should know about?
No, not really. We're all getting excited for season 4 of Z Nation, so we'll get back to work on that. And
pilot season. I hope you book something great. You really should. It's.
Oh, thanks. Well, I appreciate it.
And I can tell from your personality, because I'm pretty good at this. I've met trillions of actors in my day. Judging by your personality, I would say that this show you're on now is a stepping stone. You're going to go places because you have a nice personality and you're able to emote and you're able to be. No, this is no smoke up your ass. I don't do that.
No,
you're able to talk to a camera and make a friend. And you've made a friend of me, and that's so important. We have many guests on who are so full of themselves that we get nothing from it. All we get is a lot of their bullshit. You are a person of empathy, and I could tell that you can you're a good actor. Easy words. You're a damn good actor.
Thank you so much.
You've got spirit and style.
So what is Hodge Mahal? Like, what is that? Like, how did you come up with your Twitter name, Hodge Mahal?
My best friend Chris came up with that for me back when email was just starting, and he said, you need an email account. And I'm like, well, I don't even know what that is. And so he said, look, I'm going to set you up. And he just came up with it. And
okay.
And so it's just his.
So we want everybody to follow you on Twitter, you guys. So follow Russell on Twitter. It's at HODGMAHAL. Is that how you pronounce it, Hodge Mahal?
Hodge Mahal?
It's like Taj Mahal, but Hodge Mahal.
Right.
We want everybody to tune in to Z Nation. If you haven't seen the first 3 seasons, they're on Netflix. So get caught up before season 4 comes out. I guess when will it come out? In the fall, probably.
September 2017.
17. All right,
yeah.
so it'll be coming out. So you got plenty of time, everybody, to catch up on the whole thing. I really wish you all the best luck in during pilot season and just in everything that you do. It's been a super pleasure. You're a super cool guy, and I love the beard and everything, and I think it's going to make you stand out.
Yeah, I want to get a role on Vikings, and I want to get a role on
Vikings is awesome.
Vikings is a good.
There's bikers and Vikings and bums and rednecks.
You would have been great. You would have been. Sons of Anarchy.
Look.
Yes, you would have been so good on Sons of Anarchy too if they bring something like that, or because eventually those shows always come around. So I love it. I think that you've developed.
Emilio Rivera, who has been on our show, was on Sons of Anarchy, and they got a spinoff. I think it's called the Mayans or something.
Yeah, the Mayans.
Yeah, and he's my buddy, so maybe I'll get to have a guest star role on that.
Just get your agent sending you out everywhere. You're gonna book tons of them. You're a great actor. You're a lot of fun. We want to thank you so much. Good luck with pilot season, and we can't wait for season 4 of Z Nation.
And we'll see you in the movies.
That's right. We'll see you in the movies. Thank you so much.
Take care, babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Chad, let's do Nathan King Heaven Tonight.
Let's do it.
I'm burning.
Hey, everybody, this is Nathan King's Heaven Tonight.
Little body, sipping moonshine out of the Mason at the party. Looking my way with them pretty blue eyes. Got an innocent smile, but she's the devil in disguise. Works the dance floor when she knows that you're watching. In the tight jeans that make your heart stop and see a tattoo on the small of her back. Why don't you come over here and we can head on out tonight? I don't know you, so let's start picking up the slack. 'Cause baby, there's no going. You're driving me insane. Can't get you off my brain. And I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. Come on, girl, 'cause I wanna see heaven tonight. Making love underneath the stars. I'm falling way too far. Got the radio on till the morning light. So come on, girl, 'cause I wanna see heaven tonight. She likes fast cars, but we're riding in my beat-up-on Ford truck. With the pedal to the floor, I take a dirt road to see the look in her eyes that light up the night, making everything alright. She kicks her boots off with the radio blasting, leans back saying she wants to go fast. Turn the lights down underneath the moonlight. I can show you a night that you ain't gonna forget. You're driving me insane. Can't get you off my brain, and I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. 'Cause I wanna see heaven tonight. Making love underneath the stars. I'm falling way too far. Got the radio on till the morning light. So come on, girl, 'cause I wanna see heaven tonight. Insane, can't get you off my brain. And I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. Come on, girl, 'cause I wanna see heaven tonight. You're driving me insane. Can't get you off my brain. And I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. Come on, girl, 'cause I wanna see heaven tonight. Making love underneath the stars. I'm falling way too far. Got
Everybody, that was Nathan King, Heaven Tonight. And sorry, everybody, but my iPad died, so I can't see what you're saying in the chat room, so I apologize. I can't get in it, and I've got it plugged in, but it's not charging. I don't know why. But anyway, we went to the Macabre Fair Film Festival this weekend with Elsie and Adam Ginsberg. We had a really good time. They had a whole bunch of different shows that were doing interviews, and so we got interviewed on the red carpet for all the different shows about our show. And we got to present awards for best. I don't remember what mine were. Mine was best actress in a feature film and best soundtrack or something.
Mine was best sci-fi movie and best director, I think, or something.
It was fun. Either way, we had a good time, and then we got to sit at the table, and they put us at the table with the other celebrity guests, so it was a lot of fun. And one of the people that we met there was Jason Finney. You guys know him. He's been he's in the new movie with Daniel Radcliffe, Impervium, but he's been on Daredevil and Gotham and a whole bunch of cool TV shows. And anyway, he's going to be our guest next week.
One of the nicest people I've met in the business, and his girlfriend Amy is just a doll.
Yes, absolutely. So we had a really good time.
So we made 2 new friends. You know, we drove back from New York to Pennsylvania, which is like a 3.5-hour drive, and it had been snowing, and the roads were a little treacherous. And the next day, we got a lovely email from, not an email, what did we get, a tweet? What did we get?
An email. Oh, no, text message.
We got a text message from Jason saying, I hope you guys got home okay, let us know. Those are the kind of people I like. You meet them once and they become friendly and caring. Jason is an unusually looking man. He's extremely exotic and stunningly handsome, strangely handsome, not the traditional handsome. So I think he's going to go far in films because of his look, his features. He photographs well, and I think he can either be interesting or horrible and scare you to death. We'll see what happens with his career.
He looks a little bit kind of like a Derek Mears for anybody who knows all the action people who do all the stunts and act in the really big horror movies. He looks a little bit like Derek Mears, but he's not really a horror movie actor. So we'll get to talk with him next week. He's more of like an action bad guy. He always plays bad guys, kind of like John Barrowman.
But so on what he does, I mean, he's the nicest guy in the world. We had a really fine time. Everybody was just cheering each other on, and it was like a big family of writers and directors and actors and lighting people, sound people, everybody that makes a movie. And everybody was very nice to each other, and that I liked a lot. No politics, nothing. It was just about film. So it was a wonderful event. Now they're going to do the 2018 in Palm Springs. So Jimmy and I will have a hand in that, and we'll see what goes.
And also, we got to see your friend Edward X. Young, who's the horror guy.
Ed X. Young, yeah.
And we got a copy of his new movie that he stars in, which we haven't watched it yet, but we're gonna watch.
Right. Ed is like one of the up and coming stars of all. I don't want horror movies. That's the wrong word. Of all.
Scary.
No. What would Alfred Hitchcock call it? Alfred Hitchcock had good names for things.
Suspense, mystery, but he's kind of like all of them, though. Macabre. That's why she calls it macabre.
Bizarre. Macabre. That's the word.
That's why she calls it macabre.
Yeah, macabre. Macabre movies. That's the perfect word. These movies are definitely macabre. Absolutely. But they're changing because, as I said earlier, I spoke with a lot of the writers and directors and producers there, and they said they were starting to do films with more story and then bring in the horror. Not make it horror with a few words as story. And I think that's going to improve the horror films a lot.
Absolutely. I think, and I forgot what the one that he's in. It's about clowns. It's called, I forgot, but we're going to watch it, so we'll let everybody know. And actually, when the film gets released to the world, we're going to actually bring the guy who wrote it and directed it on with Ed to promote it.
Right.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Our life is exciting. We go to places that most don't, and we do things that most don't. And I had to be a little different. So let me see if I get it correct this time. When I got up on stage, I addressed my people and I said, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, transsexuals and gay people. And those of you who are not gay, too bad, I am." And they went hysterical. They thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So I sort of broke the ice on everything because there was some transgender people there, 2 or 3 men that became women or dressed as women and think they're women. Well, they really think they're women. I guess they are women. I don't really get it. They're not drag queens, by the way. They're transgender people. And they were people of all color, class, styles. It was just a wonderful melting pot of the world, and I truly, truly sat back like a sponge, and I absorbed all of it, and I enjoyed all of it.
It was fabulous. It was totally my element.
And the beautiful part is our dear friend Elsie,
who came on last week.
Who came on last week, is battling breast cancer and winning, and we're thrilled to death about that. So it was a really good, positive, fabulous evening.
There you go. Again, sorry too about the chat room, everybody, because I can't get in. I get in lets me in for 1 second, and then the computer dies. I don't know what's the matter with it. So I don't want to mess anything up on our video. So, Chad, what's going on with you?
Oops, sorry. I'm trying to charge my phone. That's what I'm trying to do.
He's got the same problem. I'm trying to charge my iPad.
Oh yeah. Well,
no one believes me.
What's that?
No one believes me. This studio that we are in is built atop of Patriot Hill.
Yeah.
Patriot Hill is a famous war battle of the Revolution. George Washington was here. There was a massacre and a battle here that you would not believe. The bloodshed in these woods where we live is plentiful.
Is it haunted?
I swear to you, there's a presence in this studio.
Yeah.
All our equipment goes. The terrible things have been happening to me. Weird things are happening because I'm very psychic and I believe, and the spirits always go to where they believe. That's why I'm waiting for Jesus Christ to come and visit me, because I believe. If you don't believe, the spirits don't come to you. So I feel there's an evil spirit here. Jimmy, stop it.
She's eating the carpet.
Oh, Brandy, you're crazy.
She ate a big hole in the carpet.
Oh, are you kidding?
No.
Oh, Brandy.
Stop it, Brandy. Sit.
See, because she's not getting attention.
She's neurotic. She's being neurotic.
That's the baby girl dog.
So I'm going to do my own self-promotion real quick, everybody. So my book, The Beaumonts, the Kentucky Bourbon Series, which I'm holding up a copy of it now, is available on Amazon. It's a really cool movie. I mean, a really cool book. I'm trying to turn into I'm trying to get it turned into a television show. We're going to be working on a soap opera pilot for the Beaumonts, everybody. So please, I need Amazon reviews. Download it on Amazon and give it a review. It's under Jimmy Starr and Bobby Collins, and please download it. It's called The Beaumonts. Go ahead, I'll get her. I'll go get her.
Go get her.
All right, come here, Brandy.
She's absolutely ripping the carpet up. What is wrong with her? Brandy, stop it. Like I'm disciplinarian, right? Oh, wow. What am I going to do now? Oh, well.
You're going to have to fill that in with something.
Okay. I'm going to get rid of these damn dogs. Ugh. Sometimes they're a pain in the ass. Anyway, we love them, but they are a lot of work. Brandy, get over here. Why are you doing that to the rug? I reprimanded her. I said, Brandy, why are you doing that to the rug? That was hard for me. But good boy. All right, Jim, come back. Who do we have now on our show next that we've gone to sleep on this show?
Is there anybody calling in yet?
Nobody's called in. I guess they forget it.
I'm napping.
They're too busy getting the dog with the rug.
That's okay. That's right. All right, everybody. So it's a weird show day. What can I tell you? The weather here is terrible, and it's cold. It's rainy. The dog's acting crazy.
It's 50 degrees. It's not even cold.
No, it's 40.
It was 50 earlier.
It was 40 when we came home.
Earlier
and the weather is not good. It's all cloudy and rainy and terrible and not a lot of fun. And my iPad's not charging, huh?
She's acting crazy. Why
is
she doing
She always
this?
does that.
Always.
She does it all the time, but she doesn't normally eat things. So in the meantime,
if she doesn't get attention, she gets nuts. Brandy,
that's okay. So pet her.
Come here, Brandy.
Listen to that. Chad, you don't have a dog, right? You have a cat.
Yeah, we got a cat.
This dog's just like going crazy.
Because she needs love. Like me, everybody needs love.
Everybody needs love and attention.
You know, I mean, I know that, like, what's her face? Goddess. If Goddess doesn't get love, she eats rugs too.
Which I would give you a response to that, except for that I can't get into the chat room.
Hey, I got a caller trying to call in, but it wants to put...
All right, let's take it.
It wants to put you on hold, so why is that?
I don't know. Oh, maybe because there's two of them going to call.
Is that weird? Hold on, I'm gonna try.
Maybe,
to
I'm not
I'm gonna
sure.
try to add this caller to the group.
All right. All right, everybody, here we go. It's like live, so we'll see. Hello, hello.
Hi, I didn't know you were calling us. Let me get Lati really quick.
Okay, no problem. Well, we were just calling you back because I guess you called us once, but no problem. Call us back.
No.
What? I missed something.
Call me irresponsible. Call me whatever else it is. Call me.
Me?
Call
Me?
me now.
Yes, hey, who's this?
Hey, we're on.
Are you both on?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I was just singing, call me.
Oh.
Call me irresponsible.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Whatever the song is.
I know how to pronounce Christa Campbell, but can Lati, how do I pronounce your name so I don't sound like an idiot?
It is.
Lati.
Lati. And your last name, Grobman?
Lati Grobman.
Grobman.
Like Christina Latman.
Grobman. Oh, I didn't.
Lati.
Lati. Okay.
Lati, like in Italian, latta is milk, so Lati would be the milk, I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, let's do it.
Friend?
All right, everybody. So now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the fabulous Lati Grobman and Christa Campbell. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello.
Before we get started, let me introduce everybody. First of all, Crystal, you might remember. I don't know if you remember because we had you on the show back
I
in the beginning.
did your show before. Didn't I do your show?
Yeah, you did our show before. Like it was many years ago. It was when Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember.
It was many because we were living in Florida then, and now we're in Pennsylvania. And back then we had
years ago.
Yeah, back then we only had a few Back then we had like a couple 100,000 listeners, and now we have a couple million. So we've grown and you've grown. So Congratulations! But let me introduce you to our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
You don't remember me.
Hello.
My heart is breaking.
No, she does remember you.
She doesn't remember me. And I'm sad.
And she's so gorgeous.
Doing the show.
They're both gorgeous.
And I said I was going to go straight for you. I take that back. You don't remember me. You don't love me.
Offer myself
No, you don't
up,
love
but,
me anymore. Let's face it. Tell the people. You just don't care about me anymore. My kisses mean nothing. I realize that.
Of course I do, but I was just going to offer my love, but
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. So how are you?
Hold on. Then we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, ladies, welcome to the show.
We had a lot of fun the last time you were on. You don't remember, but I remember. I remember some of the guests, not all of them.
But he always remembers the pretty women.
No, and the fun ones. And the guests.
Memorable.
And yeah, you are memorable. And your name I remembered. Could you believe that one? That's like a real major achievement.
So also, you guys, we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hello.
There you go. All right. So, okay. So let's go with now, because I guess now, Christa, besides being a very well-known actress, the two of you guys have teamed up to form Campbell Grobman Films. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you're Academy Award nominated producers. And you're doing all kinds of really cool stuff. Plus, you're working with Josh Mitchell from Wicked Pissa Publicity.
Yeah, he's great. We love him.
Yeah, he's cool. We actually bring a lot of his clients on the show. He's really cool. So tell us a little bit about how you guys got together, and maybe Lati, you talk first. I have a hard time with that name. I don't know why, but Lati, you start talking first since we've never had you on and we've had Christa.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh wait.
Yes. What's the question? Sorry.
Okay, let's go. Just tell us a little bit about how you guys hooked up, because we've had Christa on. That way people get to hear you.
Well, why don't we go before that, since you made it so obvious? Lati, where did your name come from, and what does it mean, if anything?
I was born in Russia, in Moscow, and my parents immigrated to Israel when I was a baby. So I'm
awesome.
Russian, Israeli, and American now. Russian,
Good.
Israeli, American.
Good. Lati is a very pretty name.
Good and bad. For good and bad.
No, I love Christine Lati, the actress.
He likes the name Lati.
Maybe I should put an H in my name so nobody will get confused. Is that going to make it so you don't get confused? Seriously.
But do you know who Christine Lati is? Do you know who Christine
is? Yes, Lahti.
I I know her. Well, first of all, yes, it's my business. I know who she is. But I remember when she won an Emmy and she was in the bathroom and did not go on stage to get the prize. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
No, I don't remember that.
That's funny.
Yeah,
funny
she was
thing to bring up.
peeing while winning.
She's in a movie that I love. She did a movie called Gross Anatomy with Matthew Modine and a bunch of people, and I love that movie so much. It's like an '80s movie. I'm old, and it was a really, really good movie, and so like I've always loved her work ever since then.
She's made many a good.
I know, but that's the one I like.
Many.
You should wear a diaper next time.
Yeah.
Or catheter.
Yeah.
But that's your biggest worry at the Emmys or the Oscars is you're sitting there and you said, should I use the restroom or are they going to call our category? Like, now we're paranoid about it. Like,
No, all she had to do was very quietly get the champagne glass, slide it under her gown, and there you go. It would have looked like champagne.
You know how many times I peed in my car? Like that? I do it almost every day. I'm not even kidding. It's ridiculous.
I think that's hilarious.
We have a thing in our car. It's a hospital, whatever it is, a funnel thing, and we keep it for very long trips because living here and going up to the Pocono Mountains, there aren't very many facilities, and you don't want to stop on the highway because the trucks are flying by. So
that's disgusting. I'm never going to buy a used car again.
No, it doesn't get in it though, because we live in Pennsylvania and we go to New York City for like a lot of movie premieres and stuff. And it's like a 3 or 3.5 hour ride. So,
but I designed something.
Well, it's easy for you to pee.
Yes,
and not
it's much easier for us than you. You're right.
I wanted to design this for a car, a hose. There's a hole in the bottom of the door, and the hose goes out the hole in the bottom of the door. And there's a hose that goes up to a funnel.
And then touch the steering wheel.
Well, it goes up to the funnel. All a man does is he puts his junk in the funnel, pees,
but
and it goes out the door.
But she said that you touch it and then you touch the steering wheel.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something really gross. You went down on your girlfriend, and then you went home, and your mother wanted to kiss you hello. Poor mom.
So there
you go. You want to talk about bad stuff?
I didn't know you tongued your mother.
Well, there's an old saying.
She said she didn't know you tongued your mother.
Wait a minute. I love her. It's fun. Listen, there's an old saying. Do you kiss your mother with that dirty mouth when you curse a lot?
Actually, listen to this. Do you guys ever like mess around with your Siri on your phone? I don't know if you have a Siri on your phone or not, but like Ron started saying a bunch of nasty stuff to Siri on the phone, and that's what Siri came back and said. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Yeah. I hate Siri's guts. Whoever she is, I want to track her down, find her, and hang her. That voice annoys me when she tells you, "Make a right." She yells at you. Right in our car, she's wicked. There's a traffic light. Didn't you see it?
So let's go. Let's talk a little bit about you guys then. So first of all, okay, so you've teamed up. You guys are like extremely well-known producers. You got an Emmy nomination for the documentary Brave Miss World, which I don't know what that's about. So somebody tell us what that's about real quick.
It is about a Israeli beauty queen who went on to win the Brave Miss World. Miss World. She became Miss World basically in South Africa. But 6 weeks before that, she was raped in Italy. Once she won, she broke down in tears, and then she understood that her mission for winning this is to go around the world and support other rape victims. So she goes all over the world and gives lectures. She obviously, the Italians didn't do anything about it, but the Israelis, when the guy went to Israel, arrested him at the airport, put him in jail for 16 years. And she went all over the world. She went to South Africa where girls who are 12 years old getting raped by men with AIDS who believe they can get rid of their AIDS. That was at the time. Really, really disturbing stories.
It sounds like a great documentary, though.
Should be made into a movie. It should be a movie.
Yeah, eventually she became religious and turned her life into, that. But very, very important movie.
And so how can people, is that been distributed someplace? Is there a way people can see that?
Yeah, it was theatrical and it was in Netflix. But
okay.
Maybe, I'm not sure if it's on Netflix anymore. And obviously Winter on Fire, which was nominated for an Emmy and an Oscar. But those are the documentaries. Let's talk about the fun stuff.
Okay, tell us about the fun stuff. What's the biggest, funnest thing you got going?
Well, right now we have Christa. You're better at this.
Okay, Christa.
There's a movie. So there's a movie we've been fighting for about 7 years. It's called Pablo Escobar with Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz. So, and Peter Sarsgaard, he came aboard. So we just wrapped that in Colombia, which is going to be amazing.
Congratulations.
Incredible script. Super excited about that. And, the other small movies like A Hitman Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson that's being finished right now, or sort of finished shooting that we're in post. And then
I wrote down something. I wrote down something that says Criminal with Kevin Costner, Gary Oldman, and Tommy Lee Jones.
That already came out. It's old news.
Oh, is that the one that's out now?
No, it came out in April, May. In April,
yeah,
April.
Okay. It just recently came on like HBO though, I think.
Yeah,
that's true. Everybody's seeing it. A lot of people seeing it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just saw it. I just saw it on HBO. I didn't watch it yet. I didn't know it was your film, but I noticed. We were flicking through HBO 2 nights ago, and I said, "Oh, I want to see that movie," but it was already halfway through. I want to wait till I actually see it.
Now, did you girls work with Kevin?
No, it's a good film.
Did you work with Kevin or meet him?
Yeah. Kevin's amazing. He's so talented.
So what'd you think of Kevin Costner, girls?
He's amazing.
No, besides amazing, isn't he one of the most sexiest men in the world?
He's sexy. He's very sexy.
I think he's the sexiest.
What did we had
one of the sexy. I mean, looking at it from a gay viewpoint, I think he's totally sexy. I always had the hots for Kevin Costner.
Actually, we had somebody on the show last year. I forgot who it was. Amanda Wiss, maybe. Anyway,
yeah.
She was in Wyatt Earp or whatever cowboy movie he did, and that was like she was his love interest, and so we were like asking her how it was like to kiss Kevin Costner.
We're like little perverted fruits.
What'd you say?
She said it was fabulous. She said it was fabulous, and he's wonderful.
And he's a good kisser, and he's very, kind and gentle and whatever. I think Kevin Costner is just one of the best actors around.
What about Eliza Graves? Is that a new movie?
It's an old movie. Do your homework. What's wrong with you?
I didn't know you guys were coming on until 20 minutes before the show started.
Yeah.
So I also have, I have She's Funny That Way with Jennifer Aniston.
That was good.
No, that's not out yet.
Already.
That's out, Jimmy.
Well, that's you have to talk to your publicist.
That's been out for a year.
Wait a second. This is the information your publicist sent me. Like of all the films, it says you're executive producing it. And then I've got Red Sonja and Day of the Dead remake, and I know that the Day of the Dead remake isn't out yet.
Yeah, they're not out. We can talk about those other films. I'm just saying they are definitely out. We don't mind talking about them, but it's already come out.
So tell us, you tell us what is the next most exciting one that's not out yet that you want everybody to know that the two of you are producing?
Well, Hitman Bodyguard.
Bleeder.
The Bleeder with coming out May 5th with Leo Schreiber and Naomi Watts and Ron Perlman and Kuchal. That's a really, really great movie. It's a true story of Rocky.
That's cool.
Yeah, the guy who basically thought he was Rocky or could have been Rocky, we don't know. So we'll never know. But,
I was going to say, one of the things that I did read, I clicked on the link, and it was a great article in Forbes magazine saying the power duo of Campbell Grobman Films paves way for more women at the top in entertainment. So maybe we could talk about that a little bit, the fact that you guys are female producers and you're producing great films with the biggest stars on the planet, and that doesn't get done a whole lot by women.
It's about time it does.
It's a great article.
That we're always talking about the fact that it doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, transgender, whatever you are. It doesn't matter what it is. It matters what work you put in and how passionate you are about your work and how bad do you want it. and what content do you have? And those are much, much more important than being men, if you think it's easier. I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I mean, the facts show that more men produce movies or do other things, but I think times have changed, and I don't see it being more difficult to be a woman. I don't think, especially us, because we're so a little bit, we're not
tomboys. We're tomboys.
Now it's not difficult. But years back, I knew Rita Lupino. Rita Lupino was a dancer, good friend of mine, and her sister was Ida Lupino. Ida Lupino was one of the first women to start to direct, and they gave her a really, really rough time because they felt that she couldn't do it right, that all the films that she did would be mamby-pamby, woman's view, no...
Well, what about, what's her name, Penny Marshall?
Yeah, then Penny Marshall came many years later. Penny came years later. Ida Lupino was back in 1947-48 when she decided to direct.
Back then it was definitely harder. I mean, women couldn't vote. What are we talking about, right?
Right. So you've come a long way with. Now we had what's the name on my friend what's the name from Astoria from time class. Jesus Christ, I'm having a tough time today. Turner Movies. Black hair. We had her on. I love her. You're as dim-witted as I am.
Oh, Ileana Douglas.
Right, Ileana Douglas. Now you must know Ileana.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
I love Ileana. She's so with today's women and what's going on in women in film and stuff. Terrific. Yes, you girls are fabulous producers because I've seen some of your films and they're really good. And they're not female. They don't have any sex at all. They're just film. So to the people that think women that direct are doing women films, bullshit.
No, absolutely not.
A lot of people feel that if they hear a woman directed, the guys don't want to go.
Directing. Oh wait, you guys aren't directing them though, right? You're producing them, or are you directing them also?
This is the thing. So if you're waiting around for someone to offer you a job and you're crying that they're not giving you a chance, then that's your own problem. Go out there and make it happen yourself. That's part of the. When I was acting, I had to make it myself. I didn't have to sit around and wait for an agent. When I was, when we're producing, we have to fight every day and go out there and battle other people that are trying to get our projects and fight against them. So we're not sitting back and crying that, oh no, someone's getting an opportunity and we're not. Yes, we have to fight for it, and we fight hard. But,
absolutely.
Well, you've done some good films.
Sit back and cry that you're not getting a directing partner giving to this guy. Well, go out and work for it. Go out and prove yourself, or go.
I don't think her problem was being a woman. Her problem was being a first-time director, probably.
Well, also it was the directors in Hollywood at that time were so afraid that they'd have to split the competition with women now as well as men. So they were trying to keep women out of directing and producing, because Ida Lupino also produced with Dick Powell and I forget two other people a television hour show. And each week one of those stars.
Then you have all the success stories. I mean, you have Sherry Lansing, and you have Paula Wagner, and you have all these very
Amy Pascal.
Yeah, but they all came. I'm talking about the first actress who had the balls to say, "I'm going to produce and direct," and that was Ida Lupino. Fully as a man.
That's the 40s. That's people.
That was 19. She started in 1946-47, and I never got the stories directly from Ida. I got them from Rita, her sister, and her sister would tell me, "My sister is having such difficulty. They want to boycott her in Hollywood. They don't want to give her films. They want to squeeze her out." And Ida Lupino was a major star.
Well, we thank her for starting this and giving us this.
and no credit is ever given to Ida. Ida was a major Warner Brothers star. She was a superstar. And to do this to her, it made her crazy, by the way, and she began drinking a lot and became a hermit. and would wrap her garbage in ribbons for the garbage men to take. She went a little crazy. And we think it was all because of Hollywood and what they did to her and how they boycotted her and how they were abusive to her and how they
she was basically like the Joan of Arc leader. She was
that's
the forefront of the whole
why
thing.
I'm bringing up her name and talking about her, because no one ever does. We know that Ida Lupino directed, but nobody knows to what extent, and produced.
So
and it was difficult.
So Christa, because you said like back when you listen to the way she says when you said
That's
like when you were
she knows I'm here,
when you were acting, but like you're still acting, right? Because now I'm on IMDb looking, and like you've done at least one film every year since we had you on the show, and you've done a bunch of films some of the years.
Films, but it's probably just crappy films that never got released.
Oh, actually, I saw the Awakened film, so it got released. Now that I'm looking at this,
Listen. Somebody came to me and said, "Hey, will you play this role in this movie?" So I said, "Oh, yeah, sure, why not?" I mean, I didn't like audition or try for it. So if someone comes to me and says, "Hey, there's a role, we're going to pay you, can you do it?" Of course I'm going to say yes. Anyone would say yes.
Because I also saw Homefront and Spiders 3D, the guy who wrote, I don't know if he wrote the screenplay or he wrote the book or whatever, but like I used to talk to him a lot. He was on the show probably back when that movie came out many years ago. So I think it's like really cool though, because you can still do both, and now you're kind of moved yourself, into a high profile, actually a very high profile like role.
You can't put yourself in a box. You can never say I'm doing this or I'm this
Never.
way or I'm that way. You have to do everything in this business. You have to do it all, everything. So
Sweep the stage, as we say. Years ago, we used to say, "I'll sweep the stage to stay in the business," and that's what you have to do. Sweep the stage.
Yeah.
I love the. Okay, so now I'm on IMDb looking at The Bleeder. First of all, congratulations! What an A-list cast you've got in this one, and I know Jim Gaffigan, but like you got a really great cast. So like, when does this film actually come out?
It comes out May 5th in the theaters.
Okay, everybody needs to check this one out. You're gonna like it. Well, it's got Naomi Watts, Ron Perlman, Liev Schreiber, Jim Gaffigan, Elizabeth Moss, and a bunch of other people who I'm not sure who all of them are, but like just having those top 3 or 4 is like A-list super fantastic. And
yeah, they're really talented. It's a
so
really,
now
really
that you're producing, okay, how do the dates feel? The boys, the men, the lovers, the husbands. How do they feel about producers? Because producers have a lot of clout. And do you use your clout?
All I can say is the weirdest thing started happening where I'm getting random texts from actors like sending me the sexy photos of themselves, which really freaks me out. So it means that I'm some like they want me to be their sugar mama or something. I don't really understand.
Well, they want a part in the movie, like
I get it.
It's the actor's couch. It's like the new actor's couch.
Right.
Exactly. It freaks me out. I'm getting
it freaks me out too, because I get a lot of email from very young guys who are actors, and they all want to be on our show, or what could we do for them? Because they know how many people I know. They think I'm going to go to bed with them and then call my friends up and say, "Listen, I'm sleeping with this guy, and I want you to put him in a movie." I mean, dream on, kids, dream on. That doesn't happen anymore. So you get a lot of that stuff, huh?
It's a little creepy.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
It is. Well,
you should be getting it, Lati. You should be getting it.
Right.
You're absolutely gorgeous. If you were on Skype now, everybody could see how beautiful you are. So you will be getting it. So I also see on here another.
I have too many kids. Nobody wants a girl with so many kids.
How many children?
No, they don't care. They don't care if you have kids or not. They just want parts of movies.
Right.
So they're sending naked photos, like.
Oh, naked! They're sending naked photos.
Oh, I thought you were talking about love.
No, not love. We're talking about sex, pay for play.
Love.
Oh. Did you see my photo? It's naked. Did you see the naked one I sent of you, of me?
No, that's
Yeah, I sent you a naked one. It's the one that folds out because I have an erection, so you have to fold out the card.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it makes me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Stop sending me naked photos.
So everybody listen up. If you're trying to get a movie,
Don't send naked photos.
In a Campbell Grobman film, do not send naked photos. You have an agent. Let your agent contact them,
With
or
a headshot.
get on
Headshots
Twitter
are
and send them a picture on Twitter or something. But don't send anything naked. They're both not interested, and if you won't get cast.
You know what it does tell me? It just tells me that men still disrespect women. That's what it tells me.
No, it tells me that men are exactly like women. Like, I know that all the little whores that do it to the older producers, but I'm thinking now,
Yes, it's true.
what the heck's going on here?
But it is a disrespect, because in my day, a man would not show a woman his penis unless she was on her knees. But it was a joke.
That's terrible. That didn't go.
Well, Tony Curtis talked about Marilyn Monroe, and I said, how was Marilyn Monroe to work with? He said, well, who knew? She was always on her knees getting other work. That's what Tony told me. Yeah, Marilyn was famous for getting on her knees. Anyway, frig 'em and all. Go for the guy that's serious and sends you a nice headshot and says to you, I would like to films.
So let's say how do people follow you guys? Do you guys have a Twitter? I know, Christa, you have a Twitter, right? Do you have a company Twitter, or do people just follow you guys individually?
We have a Facebook page. It's Campbell Grobman Films. Then we also have our individual Twitters, Lati Grobman, at Lati Grobman on Twitter and at Christa Campbell on Twitter. And I'm on Instagram too, so.
You got to live. So everybody has
to. I only allow 3 social media sites.
That's fine, because it can get totally out of whack, and those are the best. The best ones are Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are the best 3 anyway.
And I'm looking for work, so if ever you need an attractive older man who could play gay or
Send
straight,
me a picture of your penis. That works.
Picture of my penis. I told you it's a fold out. It's like a 2-page fold out.
So I see one more movie.
I'm Italian. What can I tell you?
Wait, I see one more movie. Like, I don't know if you brought it up or not. The Institute, is that one? It says it's coming out in 2017. Does it have a release date? Because it's got a great cast.
I think we're trying to. We're finishing it now, so we're trying to release it. When is the release? Jesus, probably soon. I don't know.
Okay, well, you guys have to check this one out. This is like a good one. It's got James Franco, Topher Grace, Josh Duhamel, however you pronounce his freaking name, Fergie's husband, Eric Roberts, Laurie Singer, which I haven't seen her in anything lately. I love Laurie Singer. It's got Tim Blake Nelson, and he was the guy from, if you guys like kid movies, he was in that movie. Oh, now I forgot the name of it. It was a Disney movie. It was a good Disney movie, though, with Shia LaBeouf. It's a really good one. He's a really good actor.
It sucks being on a show that's not scripted, because when you're on a scripted show, it's all there. We have to use our brain cells, which aren't many left, to remember names and stories. But I remembered you, my dearest one, my little blonde cutie pie.
She's not blonde.
She's a blonde.
No, she's not.
I'm not blonde. Oh, my God.
I thought you were blonde. Why
calling a woman pregnant who's not.
Why am I thinking you're blonde?
Oh, my God.
That's her right there.
Now you're on my...
Oh, got it. Oh, yeah, I know. He just showed me a picture. If I was straight, I would be yours. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's gorgeous.
See, if we were Skyping, he could see that you weren't a blonde. But
right, I thought you were blonde. Well,
he wouldn't go see Texas Chainsaw Massacre with me. I had to go by myself because he doesn't like the scary movies like that.
They're not scary. They're bloody and disgusting and choppy-uppy and pieces falling off and people eating people's flesh. That's not enjoyment to me. I want to see a beautiful girl like you in a carousel with the things going around and soft music and me jumping on the carousel and kissing you when you open your umbrella, your sun umbrella, and hide us from kissing. That kind of faggy shit.
All right, because we got to go. We've only got 3 minutes.
Oh!
So first of all, so you guys follow at Christa Campbell, at Lati Grobman, Grobman. Check out Campbell Grobman Films on Facebook, and Christa Campbell, you can look her up on Instagram. Check out their the IMDb page, and you can see all the films that they've got coming out, because they have a lot of them. Plus, they have tons of films that are out right now that you should go see. The one I'm going to say go see the most is Criminal, because it's on HBO right now. We're going to go watch it later on.
And when I go to the movies and I see either one of your names coming up, or really Christa's, I'm going to yell out, "And she wants me!" That's what I'm going to do. I'll ruin your name. I swear to God, I'll wreck you in Hollywood. I will destroy you. I'll say she chases me. I can't get rid of that broad. She won't. She sends me nude pictures of herself. I'm going to do it.
And you guys go
sick.
Yeah.
What did she say?
You're sick.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I just remembered you, and I just really liked you a lot. And when Jimmy said, "Do you know who's coming on?" I said, the name, the face, and then it all came together, and I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm excited." So I was happy to see you, but you weren't happy to see me.
Yeah,
well,
the blonde.
You know why? I don't know why I thought blonde, but I'm getting older. I'm 76 now, 77 soon, so I think the vision's gone, the brain is gone, everything's gone.
Oh, you're funky.
You know, you got to feel bad for the old. You got to have a little heart. Got to have a little heart.
You guys, I want to say first. I just want to say congratulations on a stellar career and how you guys have worked really hard to fast track yourselves to the top of the list. It's really, really something that everybody should take as an example of hard work actually pays off. So congratulations on that, and keep us posted on anything that you've got coming out. Love to set up another interview where we could actually Skype so we could go on our TV channel so everybody could see you. And we want to thank you guys for coming on the show. We appreciate it, and just good luck and congratulations on everything you got going on.
And I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you for doing the work that you do to show the stupid men in the business that a penis don't make it all strong. All right.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much. And we also want to say thanks to Wicked Pissa Publicity. So thank you so much. And we'll talk to you guys soon, and good luck with everything.
Okay,
Wicked Pissa, yep.
We'll see your movies. We'll see all your movies.
All right, you guys. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye, girls.
Bye.
Nice girls.
Very nice. So everybody.
See, ladies out there, young women out there, if you want to be producers, directors in Hollywood, do it. You don't only have to be cheesecake chicks with fake boobs. That's no longer Hollywood. Nobody's interested in that. It's old. Now you want to be executive level.
There you go. So what's up, everybody? Sorry I'm not in the chat room. I'll work that out for next week. Next week we've got Michael Musto coming on. He's pretty much like a gay icon in the gay world.
Everybody
for television,
knows Michael Musto.
Television, magazines,
he had a
movies.
show about movies, critiquing film.
And we've also got actor Jason Finney that we met this past weekend coming on. It'll be a lot of fun. Chad, what do you got going on this weekend?
Oh, we got a Ruby Cafe on Thursday night, and I think that we have the old Key Lime House Sunday afternoon from like 2 to 6 or something like that.
Good.
Perfect.
And Friday or Saturday, I don't know where we are. One of those nights, though. I'm not sure. Maybe Boca West.
We may be coming to Florida for a week. In a couple of weeks, we'll let you know.
May or are?
We don't know yet.
We may. We don't know because, we're selling the house and we're tied down to this. And there's a lot of stuff going on here with work. So we're trying to get away. I need to get some sun on my wrist and feel good about myself. And then we're going to go to Palm Springs. But Palm Springs is all work.
All right. Well, we'll leave a couple microphones on.
Palm Springs work.
All right, everybody. So we'll see you next week, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. And have a great weekend.
And thank you, Chad.
Later.
Bye-bye, baby. Bye, everyone.
I'm just chilling, with a star, yo, sitting down and designing. Why every man them are thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out.